People are always asking me, Mungo, what's your favourite food? And I always have to say that it's the food that takes me back to my childhood. I only have to close my eyes and I can see my grandmother Zelda, a simple Lithuanian peasant girl who learned from a young age to cook for her family of 19 brothers with honest peasant food of yak's milk and offal. When I was a child, I remember running into the kitchen and asking, "What's that I can smell cooking, Granny?" And she'd lower her jug of grain alcohol and bull's blood for a moment and shout, "That's not cooking, you fat little puff. That's your grandfather's Alton's work underpants. They're getting their annual delousing." How we still laugh at such memories in our family. But there was one meal in particular that I remember my grandmother cooking, and it's this meal that I'd like to cook for you today. My grandmother used to call this dish Putinsk Brzezinski, but of course we'd know it as tripe and onions. There are of course many variations on this famous European delicacy, but I'm going to prepare it today much as my grandmother would have done when she prepared it for her brothers and the menfolk in her family back in the old country, when they were returning from a hard day's toil out in the field, working the land and helping out in the local pogroms. The ingredients for this dish are very simple, as indeed should all good, honest peasant food be. All you'll need is a single English white onion, a couple of choicest red tomatoes. You can smell the ripeness from here. And of course, the main ingredients of this dish: English oxen tripe. Now to begin with, we have approximately 1 pound of this beautiful thick-seamed tripe that you can observe the honeycombed lining of this suitably gelatinous cut. Now if you can't find this particular cut of tripe in your local supermarket, then just pop down to your local quality pork trader. We're very lucky in this part of the world where we have more offal merchants than you can shake a gizzard at. First, I prepare my onions. I chop them from the stem down to the base of the onion, therefore ensuring that they are cut in the correct way. First I heat my pan, and when it has reached the required temperature, I throw in a glug of the finest virgin pressed Italian olive oil. I take my 2 ripe choice tomatoes and I dice them thusly. I also add seasoning, salt, pepper and a liberal sprinkling of oregano. Next I prepare my piece of thick seamed tripe by cutting it into uniform fingers or strips before popping each of these into a hot pan. As I add each item, I then lower the heat to allow it to simmer until you can tell that the dish has taken on a nice, beautiful, gelatinous quality. And so, here is the finished dish. It's my Grandma Zelda's famous Svachinsky Fitchkar, or of course, as we'd call it, sharpened onions. I bet it's as good as it tastes. Let's find out, shall we? Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.